welcome to Friday Live.
Hi, it's Friday, March 8th, and today is
International Women's Day.
International Women's Day. Alright, so today we're gonna, of course, focus on women. I think out of all the inequalities, this is one that we have over the men's because we have a Women's Day, but men did not get a Men's Day, I don't think.
We have one recognition that we got.
So, yes.
So, to celebrate International Women's Day, we'll talk about women.
Now, of course, historically, there are a lot of inequalities, and it goes into, this whole short-term, long-term plan of financial and life planning and estate planning, of course. So, talking about the short-term.
I thought we were going to talk about obstacle we face. No.
Yes. So, yes, because
and to overcome it, how should we overcome it?
We take it like bit by bit. So, the short-term, okay, it's evident in the annual income.
Yeah, that's there's a wage gap.
Yes, definitely. So, did you know how much less we do get, like median-wise, of course?
This one I know. We earn 83 cents on the dollar.
Okay. Yep. So that's how much we're making less than the men if like everything else is on the same level. So for that, it goes into because we make less money, we can save less money, and we have less to play with compared to men. How do we counter that?
Different ways.
So I think number one, we've been stressing it. We got to start today. All right. Something we got to start today is make sure we equip ourselves with financial knowledge.
Knowledge is power. Mm-hmm. And since we're playing catch up, start now rather than later. Timing is important.
Right. Okay. So if basically, it could be little articles that you read or go to a seminar or go to online, anything where you have legit financial resources, just read up on things. It goes in. Okay, you'll build up your knowledge little by little, and later in the long run, we'll talk about it.
Every little bit counts.
And then besides the wage gap, okay, one really big thing is motherhood. So there's actually the motherhood penalty. Okay, I'm a mom of two.
So am I. We both are moms.
And we have a lot of friends who are also moms. We understand. We face it basically.
We live through it. We're still living it.
Yes, we are. We had to take time off, right? Definitely during pregnancy and after. And what that does to women is that you basically drop out the labor market for a certain period of time. Okay, and because mothers are great, we give priority to our kids. Most of us, we choose to do that. But because doing that, it makes it harder for you and later on when you want to come back to the
workforce. Mm-hmm. And also you'll get judged if people find out you're a mother. They might think you're less competitive. They think you don't prioritize work or you don't work as hard because you might need to take off to pick up your kids from school.
Right. And then so you will face that difficulty of finding a higher paying job where you're qualified for.
That's something. In addition to the resume gap that a lot of us would have, even if you had the maternity leave to cover it, in the U.S. it's not very long. And if you have two kids back to back, you're not going to be able to. It's very hard to re-enter job force. There's an additional layer.
Yes.
Of that.
Yes. Okay. So with that in mind, act now. Okay. Anything you can invest, anything you can save, start right now. And any little knowledge, any piece of financial knowledge that you can gain, grab that. Okay. Now, talking about the long run, because that short-term discrepancy builds up. If you make a little less money each year, in the long run, you have less to play with. So it tends to lead to lower credit score. It's not that we don't spend wisely. It's not that we use our credit unwisely. Okay, it's just because it could be a lot of different factors like socioeconomic environment and that wage gap that gives us less money, less leverage, and of course there's still the financial literacy level, and what else?
Well, there's long-term retirement to consider because women typically live longer than men, like almost like 5.8 years, so about 6 years So we have a longer time.
In the long term, there is more likelihood for women to outlive what they've saved up for retirement, giving them more limited resources to save up. Mm-hmm. So to counter that, how to prepare for retirement.
Similarly, continue to build financial literacy. To gain more knowledge and confidence, you can make better financial choices in investing your money, how to spend it, when to save, when to invest. And then it leads into the invest more frequently and confidently. So once you have that literacy, right, you would be able to make more confident choices.
That confidence is a big thing.
It is.
I read up on it, and it's like, given exactly the same thing, without that confidence, you don't want to go into stock market. You don't want to go into any investment vehicles. So it does not grow.
You're less likely to take the risk because you don't feel confident about the gains and returns.
Right. So, short term, long term.
Start preparing for retirement.
I'm happy to see that we are countering it.
Yeah, right? We are countering it.
We are trying to pull closer, and we're trying to level the ground more and more. And I think woman power, we're doing great.
Awareness is first, and then you move on. I mean, 83 cents on the dollar is not too bad compared to where we started.
Right. I'm hoping that's gonna get closer, and we do work hard for it. We are coming back here, and in the job market, we're doing great work.
And stats shows actually working moms actually work harder than their moms. I don't know the exact number, but so it's a misconception that people think mothers are less competitive in the workforce, but we're not.
Because we do have to prove it.
Yeah, we do have to prove it. We work harder. We put in more time.
So right now, I would actually like to give out a lot of shout out to a lot of wonderful women
in our lives that we've encountered, and there are many, many more, to all the mothers and all the women.
Because in our profession, we do work with a lot of other professionals, and I get inspired by a lot of women who are currently working, and even the at-home moms.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even just. It's not inspired. We're empowered by them. They support us. Like, we've been to them. So we're there for each other.
All right, that's what I do want to give some actual shout outs specifically to some of the really awesome mom groups that we're in. It's very supportive, very informative, and it's that network of caring moms that really thrives.
Oh yeah, we uplift each other. We really do. It's the village.
The group?
Yeah. Mama Made org. We have all the link in the comments.
Okay.
Who else?
We have the Mompreneurs. So there are moms who are all entrepreneurs who decide to start their small business or a big business, start to get back to work.
Yeah. They're Wild Heart Mamas or the Pasadena Mom Meetup group.
And
it's a great community. Most of the moms attend with their little younger ones. We still go because it's just a good community, good vibe, and just journeying through that motherhood together. And what else?
Specific shout out to Pilar. Pilar is a really professional realtor and SGV, and
she's a community builder. She's involved in a lot of community events. She started many organizations that business-wise and non-business-wise. She's very active in the Pasadena School District. So just all around, good person to know, good person to have.
She's professional in her professional realm, and just awesome friend to have. Mm-hmm. And
Rebecca Littles, photographer.
Okay, particularly because she works, she specializes in actually doing woman photography. Too, I think that's her way to same things. It's a bounce back and forth between different inspirations. She likes to work with women to foster that kind of to help women to recognize themselves and be empowered by themselves. So she's focused on women's branding and headshot photography. I think it's just in a way how we help each other out. That's
it's really just we wanted to give her a shout out because that's her specific focus, to do this for women.
Right. She recognizes the need, and she has that special that professional talent to help women get that, get over that hurdle, facing themselves and be comfortable with themselves and putting their image to their work, right? And also Sienna
Chou.
Sienna Chou is a R&D tax consultant. So in our world, we work with tax. We work with
Financial,
different aspects of financial professions, and she does business and tax consultant. So a specific shout out to her too.
Also, Galit Fuller, State Farm insurance agent, and she's also the community organizer. Organized many of the mom groups, or some of the mom groups. She's very active in those mom groups. She's always there as a friend, as a business. She's a great networker. She's always looking out for others. And
she's a wonderful supporter. Yes. So I mean, there's so many others. If we don't call you out, that only means you gotta come to us. Let's go get coffee.
Okay. We just have bad memory, and we're just trying to in the spur of the moment.
I think we're really blessed for the very, very short time that we work together. We're encountering so many awesome women. So now, I guess maybe you can help us out.
Help us out, because we have limited memory.
So we would like you to actually give a shout out to any woman that inspires you, or that deserves that special recognition on this special day. Particularly, if you would give a shout out to anyone in mind who inspires you in our comments, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, put it in our comments. Tell them directly, but also put it in our comments, and we can recognize them.
Happy International Women's Day again, and I guess that's it for today.
Thank you. Have a good weekend. See you next week.